I said it's the most basic function of x squared. There's nothing else. Parent function is just described as the most basic. There's no shifting, there's no shrinking, stretching, reflecting. It's just the most basic function. All right. So now that I actually started the recording, all right. Again, we're just graphing the quadratic using transformations. All right. Now, again, I really like what we did here. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to show you what it means to use the transformations. All right. Now, I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to paste it for the next one so I can show you perfectly how it is. All right. So now right above this, I want everybody to practice writing y equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k. So someone who's thinking, can someone tell me what they think the vertex is? What do you think the vertex is? Remember what I told you, HK is the vertex.
Oh, okay. So it would just be 1, 3, or negative 1, 3.
Yes, negative 1,
Negative
1, -3. And for whatever reason, that's like really difficult for kids to understand. Why is one changed and one not changed? And I say you have to actually look at the form. All right. The form here, minus h. This is positive h. That just means they're opposite signs. All right. So when you pull it out, if it's positive inside the parentheses, it's negative. All right. Now notice about k. K and K, they're the same. So the K does not change. So that's how I got -1, -3. Everybody with me? What?
You wrote 1, comma, positive 3.
Yes. -1, -3. All right, does anybody have any issues with that? All right, so now let's just go graph -1, -3. All right, now, what's the axis of symmetry? Well, it's an equation. X equals -1. Beautiful. The axis of symmetry always goes through the vertex. Yes, 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 I see it. I hate this graph. All right. So now this right here is, of course, the axis of symmetry. All right. Can everybody see that okay? I feel like this screen's not set up very good. Hold on. Oh, sorry, guys. This is just causing me problems. Oh, well. All right, that's just going to have to work for now. Okay, now the horizontal shift is, now I would like everybody to say it's left 1. And then the vertical shift is what? Down 3.
Is that the same as like negative?
Yes. But you don't really say down -3 though. You know what I'm saying? All right. If you want to say -3, I don't really even care. I'm just showing you it's a direction. And then the stretch. There is no stretch because A equals 1. All right. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to paste what I did up top. I had that graph. And this is how it was. Now, what did I do to that graph? I literally shifted it what? Watch me. I shifted what? Left 1 and what? Down 3. And there you have it. All right. You don't have to do that because I'm going to show you how I want you to do it from now on. All right. I'm just trying to show you that's what took place. Yes, ma'am. Good for you.
I missed what points that. I don't know. What points it was.
Well, I'm not sure what you mean.
-2 to
-2. Say it again for me. I'm sorry.
I didn't get the first one, like what points you put it on.
These right here.
Yeah.
So again, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 0 squared is 0. You see what I'm saying? -1 squared is 1, -2 squared is 4, -3 squared is 9. You agree with me now?
Yeah.
All right, so those points are just 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9. Because I should have said that. You're just plugging in those points. Do you agree with me? Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to change colors here now and show you something. All right. Does everybody understand the vertex is at -1, -3? All right. Now, here's how I want you to think about it. From the vertex, you're going over 1. And what is 1 squared? So watch me. I go over 1 and up 1. That's that point. Goes right here. And then I go left 1 and what? Up 1. Very good. Now, because we're brilliant, if I go 2 to the right, how many am I going to go up?
2.
Nope.
1.
Nope. 4. Why 4? Because it's x squared. Brilliant. 2 squared is 4. So I go over 2 and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I go left 2 and up what? Come on now. You can do this, guys. Now, if I go over 3, I'm going to go up how many? 9. Practice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right there. And I use my axis symmetry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I don't have to recount. And of course, now I can draw my parabola beautifully. And look at that. Amazing stuff, guys. Come on now, please don't daydream. It's not really that hard. It looks super complicated. All right, it looks super complicated.
Did I do it wrong if my dots came off the graph?
I'm just, I don't know what that means. Is your graph look like mine? Then it's correct. I don't know what you mean by it went off the graph.
Like, okay, no, not this.
From the vertex, you go over 1 and up 1. Left 1 and up 1. Then from the vertex, from this point right here,
Oh, okay.
over 1, up 1, over 1, up 4, over 3.
2 up.
All right. What?
So we're just recreating that same parabola.
It's exactly right. Exactly right. That's what they're showing you.
We have to
Same
do that.
exact. What?
We have to do the first.
No, I'm trying to show you that's just the same graph shifted.
Yeah,
That's all. That's all. We're just moving it around. All right. That's all you're doing. It's always going to look like that. What?
How about we get like the stretch for this stuff?
Well, we're going to talk about the stretch when we get there. There is no stretch right now. I'm going to show you how to stretch it in a minute. It's really easy, but you got to pay attention. All right. Again, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. You don't have time to daydream. All right. You don't have time to daydream. I said, I'm trying to keep you in class. teach you all the information you know so you can relax. All right. I don't want you stressing at night about this. All right. Your job at night is to review the things I've said. All right. So here we go. Let's take a look at number 3. Obviously this -2 is a typo. So erase the -2. There's no reason for 2 numbers to be there. Sorry. Okay, so with that being said, practice right now, right above it. Y equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k. Practice writing it. All right, now someone who's thinking, what's the vertex?
1, 3.
1, 3. Axis of symmetry.
X equals 1.
X equals 1. My horizontal shift is
Minus, or, down 1.
the horizontal,
Right 1.
right 1, vertical,
Down 3. Or up 3.
up 3. Stretch. No stretch. But this is what? Reflected over x-axis. You're going to find out in a minute. What? This -1 means that it shifted to the right 1. This +3 means it shifted to the right 3. Or you can be brilliant and say the vertical shift is just the x coordinate of the vertex, and the horizontal shift, I'm sorry, the horizontal shift is the x coordinate and the vertical is the y. That's how easy that is. All right, now I can't do that for you. You have to write the notes yourself and you have to recognize the patterns. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. We're not doing math. Everybody in here can follow directions. All right, you're just going to have to follow the directions to do the problems. No math. What? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Don't try to go ahead of me. Just let me show you.
Why is it +1 instead of -1?
What is the equation? -h. It was the same as the last time. This was +1. This is -1. And if you go back to your notes up here, you were supposed to say h and -h. They're opposites. Come on, write that down. Write it in your notes. Make sure you got it. All right, here we go. Now, come on, guys. Vertex. 4, 5. Axis of symmetry.
Right.
Axis of symmetry.
4. X equals 4.
X equals 4. Horizontal shift. Right 4. Vertical. Up 5. Vertical stretch. Vertical stretch is -2. Now, because it's negative, what does that do to the graph? It, what?
It opens down.
It opens down, but we also say in math terms, it reflects over the x-axis. It reflects over the x-axis. All right, so now I'm teaching you about the stretch, so you just got to be patient. All right, so first thing, we graph the vertex, which is what? 4, 5. Then I want to do the axis of symmetry. X equals 4. All right, now here's where you have to pay attention. Normally I would go over 1 and up 1, but in this case, it's called a vertical stretch of 2. That means you're multiplying the y values by -2. So instead of going over 1 and up 1, we're going to go over 1 and down 2. Why 2? Because 1 times -2 is -2. So now everybody watch. Now please watch my demonstration. Don't try it on your own. Over 1, up 1. That would be the normal routine. But I'm multiplying that 1 by -2. So instead of going over 1 and up 1, I'm going to go over 1 and down 2. Now you're supposed to see why they call it a stretch. They're pulling on it down. Then 1, down 2. All right, now here's the difficult part. Normally, you would now go over 2 and up how many? 4. But instead of going up 4, you're going to go down 8. Thank you for finally listening. That's perfect. Down 8. Because 4 times -2 is -8. So watch me. I'm going right 2. Then I count down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is right here. Now, instead of counting 8 again, I'm using the axis symmetry to count over 2 to the axis symmetry. So I count 2 over, and I know that's the other point. And now I can draw the parabola or the quadratic. Come on, guys. That's excellent work. And again, you don't have to know it right now. You have to listen. And then we're going to do another one and another one and another one. And eventually you'll catch on. No daydreaming. All right, I cannot explain this in one little series. Quickly, go.
How come we skip number 3? We never finished it.
Oh, you're right. I never do the graph because I'm excited. All right. So thank you. Does everybody understand number 4? Everybody's okay with number 4?
How do we find the stretch?
The stretch is just this number, kiddo. You just say you're multiplying by -2. That's the A value. All right. It's not really a point. It's just what you're doing. All right. Now let's go back to number 3 because I apologize. We didn't graph that. So everybody go over 1, up 3, and then draw the axis symmetry. So then we go over 1 and what? Over 1 and over 1 and
Oh, down 1. 'Cause
down 1.
there's no number, so it's just a line.
And then you go to the right 2 and down 4. And then draw it. All right, I'm pretty happy. All right, that's a good job, guys. And again, I'm telling you guys, this is really hard, for some strange reason. All right, you got to practice following directions. No math, just following directions. What? Hurry up.
Wait, never mind.
All right, thank you very much for that. All right, everybody's going to take a look at number 5. Let's see if we're getting smarter. Okay, come on now. Everybody, I want you to write down the vertex, the axis symmetry, horizontal, vertical, and the stretch. And then I'm going to graph it. If you can write all those down, man, you are in good shape. Don't try to graph it. Just write that down. Come on now. You know if you understand right now. All right? And you're doing it on your own. And then you're going to do number 6 on your own. And now you can understand. 15 more seconds. Put your hands down. Put your hands down. Check your own work. Should be this fast. Vertex. -2, -6. X equals -2. Shift left 2. Down 6. Stretch 3. I'm telling you, simple, simple, simple. Some of you, it's amazing. You decided to listen the last 9 weeks. All right. Continue listening. Good for you, kiddo. Negative is what? Positive is? Yes? No, come on now. If it's negative, it's shifting to the left. Positive, it shifts to the right. Also, positive can be shift up, negative would be shift down. You with me now, right? Yes? -2, left 2, -6, down 6. So now everybody's plotting the points. -2, -6. Draw the axis symmetry. Okay, now, normally we would go what?
Up one.
Over 1, up 1. In this case, we're going over 1 and
Up three.
up 3. Come on, guys, everybody can do that. Over 1, up 3. Anybody have any issues? What?
How do you know if you're going like over one up one? Like that's what I don't understand.
It's always over 1 and then whatever the stretch is,
Oh.
right? Now, come on. Now I'm going over 2. Normally it would be up how many?
4.
4, but now it's going over 2 and up what? Now, hopefully you understand why they call it a stretch. Because instead of going up 4, you're going up what? 12. So now we go over 2 and count up 12. Now, hopefully you can see how much skinnier this graph is. That's why they call it a stretch. Yes, Austin, I'm hearing you.
So I'm a little confused, like with my percent. How do you know like what to start off with? Like I get like what the percent
I'm not, it's the same thing every time. 1 and then 2 and then 3. But we can't do 3 because 3 squared is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. We're going to go up 27 units.
Yeah. You just
I'll start again for you if you want me to.
You just go over yeah.
It's always go from the vertex, go to the right one and to the left one. And then 1 squared is 1.
The L squared.
Yeah, we're squaring these, right? We're squaring. Yes, good for you.
Wait, I'm confused if I go from 3 to 12
Because we went, I didn't go from 3 to 12, I went from 4 to 12. Because I did 2 squared, which is what? And then times 3.
okay.
Thank you, Xavier. All right. Some of you guys who don't ask questions, I just don't know if you even care. That's my biggest problem. All right, come on, guys. This is hard. All right, practice. Go with me. Thank you, Ava.
Wait, so you go 1 squared, which is just 1, is the first one, and then you 2 squared?
I went right. So I went to the right one first, and then the next time I'm going to the right what? 2. And then after that, if I can, I'm going 3 from the vertex.
But then why would you do 2 squared?
Because the function is x squared. When I plug 2 in, what's 2 squared? 4. When I plug 1 in, what's 1 squared? And 3 squared is, there you go. Hey, listen, I want you to still, if you don't know or you don't understand what I'm saying, you just have to keep saying it. I don't know. I don't know. All right, there's nothing wrong with saying that. I need to be more clear. That's all. Do you understand what I just said?
Then like how'd you get 12?
Because there's a number in front, kiddo. You multiply that answer by 3. Now that's what we're talking about. The light comes on if you keep asking. All right. But again, I fuss at some of you because I'm not sure if you're listening. And then all of a sudden you wake up and want me to repeat myself. What?
So it's so you always start off with over one, up one, and then you multiply by the stretch.
Wow, that's what I've been saying, right? You summarized it beautifully.
So you multiply both numbers by the stretch or just the up number?
Whatever I've been doing. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Whatever I've been doing. Right? I always go over 1 and up 1, over 2, up 4, over 3 and up 9. Now, some of you are like, how am I supposed to remember that? Well, what's 1 squared? What's 2 squared? What's 3 squared? That's what you're moving. You have to understand it's the square function that we're dealing with. All right. I'm happy. All right, let's go. Number 6. All right, come on. Give you 30 seconds to write all of it out. And then we'll graph it together. That's the hard part. Okay, people. Vertex. 2, 7. Axis symmetry. X equals 2. Horizontal.
Or right two,
And vertical. And then stretch. -3. And the negative means you are reflecting it. All right. But you can just say you're multiplying by -3. Now, Miss Bailey, are you happy with that? Anybody have any problems? Now, that's kind of the easy part. The hard part is the actual physical graph. All right, so here we go. We're graphing what point? 2, 7. Everybody do that? Then draw the axis of symmetry. So from there, normally we go over 1 and up 1. But we're multiplying that by what? So instead of going up 1, we're going down how many? 3. Ava, did that help you? Over 1, down 3. And then left 1 and what? Down 3. Now, normally we would then go over 2 and up how many? 4. But we're going over 2 and down 12. Perfect. Hopefully you feel good about it. Just writing things out, practicing. All right. Everybody can do this. Not a single person in here should go, oh my gosh, that's so hard. It's hard because you're not listening. All right. That's the only excuse. And it's even harder if you're not asking me a question when you don't know something. All right, Austin.
So you only multiply one number by negative.
I have no idea what you're saying.
You don't multiply both of them by
I
-3.
always use the axis symmetry to find the other point. I don't do left 1 and then right. I'm always measuring to the axis of symmetry. Like I found that. I went over.
I know, I'm saying like you don't do it wouldn't be
Austin, what is 2 squared? And then times -3. That's how I'm doing that. On every single time, I'm multiplying every outcome by -3. You hear me?
yeah, well you just don't do like I was thinking it was like over 3, it was like 1 and 1.
You understand what I'm trying to help you, man. But if you understand what you're saying now, I'm good.
Yeah, I was thinking.
All right. You're good, right? All right, let's go. Good job. All right, number 7. Come on, people. It should be like a 10-second problem now. All right. Vertex. Axis symmetry. X equals 3, not 3. Horizontal shift.
right,
Vertical shift.
down 7.
And then my stretch.
2.
All right, so here we go. Plot 3, -7. And then over 1 up what, Austin? Over 1 up what, people? 2. Then we go left 1 and also what? Up 2. All right. Yeah, draw your axis symmetry. All right. Then if I go over 2, normally it would be a 4, but we're multiplying by, so we're going up how many? And then draw it. All right, come on, people. Yes, Xavier, good for you, man. I'm proud of you.
In the last problem, I get right, it's -7, but why is it, it says -3, but it's +7. Like, how do you get that?
You mean,
I mean, it's +3.
because these are always opposite, Xavier. Inside the parentheses is always opposite. All right, and as you get to algebra 2, they'll teach you more exactly why. All right, but that's what I want you to know. All right, come on, people, let's get this done. All right, number 8, vertex, axis symmetry, horizontal, horizontal, and then vertical, stretch. All right, everybody graph it. Ava, you still doing good, girl? You sure? Anybody else? Reagan, I haven't heard anything from you today. Because you're good? Right, does everybody understand what I'm saying? This is not math, right? Everybody understand what I'm saying? It's not math. Right, it's just understanding. All right, any issues? Any issues with number 8? What time's the bell ring? All right, let's do this. 3 minutes, we can do this. Vertex, what is the vertex? No, what's the vertex? 5, 0, beautiful. Axis symmetry. X equals 5, horizontal. Vertical. There was no shift. Stretch. -2. Plot the vertex. Graph the axis symmetry. Over 1 what? Over 1, down 2. Over 2, down 8. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, here we go. Vertex. Come on, be brave. Vertex. Very good. 0, -5. Is there anything inside the parentheses?
No.
So that's why it is what? 0. Axis symmetry. X equals 0. Horizontal. There is none. Vertical. Down 5. Stretch. 3. 0, -5. Draw the axis. Now, over 1, over 1, up 3. Over 2, up 12. You are amazing if you understand that. Seriously, guys, I'm telling you, that's really, really, really hard. Really hard. All right, for some strange reason. All right, congratulations. Now, if you want, just review your notes. All right, review your notes. Tomorrow, you're going to be doing it on your own. All right, you're welcome. That is awesome, baby. Man, I'm good, aren't I?
I was doing the problem.
Man.